Hello, welcome back. If you are new here, I'm Joanna. I run this YouTube channel, Simply Redhead. I basically share tips and advice with fellow redheads about makeup tricks that I've learned and pick up new tips from you guys along the way. So I'm filming a highly requested video, which is my tanning routine. I was going to wait until after I go on holiday to film this, so excuse my very, very casual attire, but I found a little slot where I could film it for you before I go away. I go away in like less than 48 hours, so I'm hoping that I have time to edit it before I go. In my last video, I had mentioned that I was going to do a tanning routine, and I've actually been planning to do this for months, but I was waiting till it got more summery. I got loads of requests on that video to do it, so I thought I don't want to keep you waiting another kind of 3 weeks to a month until I get back from holiday and can film it. So I will try and film it for you before, and that is what I am doing. I have been doing this fake tanning routine for about 3 years. Actually, there's one thing that I added last week. The body stuff I've been doing for 3 years. I've been using the same product and it really, really works for me. Hopefully you can tell that this is me tanned. Obviously, I am not super, super dark like lots of YouTubers out there, because that would not suit my skin whatsoever. I'm naturally very, very fair. I'm the lightest shade in foundation in everything. So this tanning routine gets me to like a shade darker, so it looks naturally like I've tanned. I don't look mega dark, but it's enough for people to say, oh, you look brown. So that's really all I want, because that's like redhead dreams right there. I'm gonna talk you through how I prepare my skin, and that is by exfoliating. Everyone says it, but you really do need to exfoliate. I find that when I exfoliate the night before, my tan does kind of go on better. So I always use the Soap and Glory smoothie scrub. Now, not only does this smell like an oat banana heaven, actually it's not bananas, it's just like oats and sugar, and it kind of smells like maple syrupy. So good. It's also so gritty. I hate it when you buy body scrubs that you can't feel are actually scrubbing anything and they're just really fine and like creamy. I'm not into that. This is really hydrating because it's very kind of oily and waxy, but it's so gritty. I have tried a lot of cheaper brand body scrubs, and this is the best one I've ever found. I've tried a few of the Soap and Glory ones and I don't rate them as much as this one. This one is lots more gritty than the other ones that I've tried from them, so this is my holy grail, if that is a thing for body scrubs, but I just don't feel the need to buy any others. On to the actual tanning. I use any old mitt, to be honest. This is a Tropez one because it was on 3 for 2 when I bought my tans. Yeah, I'm not fussy about mitts. The only thing I would say, I want to try the bronzy mitt because it's like a super long one, so you have like both hands in it and then it stretches all the way along your back, so you can like rub the tan into your back yourself, because I have to get Adam to do that or just be like really stupid and try and get everything, and then I always have a white patch. But the tan that I use is the Tropez Self Tan Express Bronzing Mousse. It comes in the blue bottle. I just love the concept of this because you wash it off before you go to bed, so it's not sticky in the slightest, and even when you have it on your body you can't really feel it. It doesn't dry sticky like a lot of tans that I've used have, which just put me off altogether. The colour I think is just the best fake tan colour I've ever tried for my fair skin. It's just so natural looking, and again, as I say, it's like enough that you can tell I'm tanned, but it doesn't look like I've fake tanned. So that's like my ideal, because if you know me, you know I'm all about making it look like I'm not really wearing anything. So the way that this works is you put it on and then you can leave it for either 1, 2 or 3 hours, and I always leave it for 3. This is me the day after I've tanned, so this is when it's at its strongest, and this I left on for 3 hours last night. So basically you leave it on for 3 hours and then you wash it off in the shower just with warm water, no soap or anything, and then you sleep and it develops even more overnight, so it already develops a little bit in the 3 hours, but then overnight it develops even more. So when you wake up, you're lovely and gorgeous and tanned. I'm gonna take this on holiday and probably just do it for like an hour every other day so that I just keep it topped up and looking kind of semi always tanned rather than like tanned to white, because that's what I usually do. This usually comes off after about 4 to 5 days. I'll be completely pale again. This is £33 for a bottle, but this is my 3rd bottle, and as I say, I've been doing it for 3 years, so I don't use it religiously like every single week. In the winter I won't tan at all, but in the summer I do tan most weeks, and I go through one a year. I will say that after a year has passed, I notice that the tan doesn't really go on properly anymore. It breaks up. It doesn't really have as much colour payoff. So I do recommend, if you're going to get it, try to use it all up within a year, or just buy another one after a year has passed. That's what I do. I still have some left, but I just buy another one. I do not put this on my face. I have tried, but it broke me out. And it's very, very drying. The way that I apply it is I put one pump onto the tan, and then I do each body part with that one pump. So I'll do one pump and I'll do my lower left leg, and then I'll do another pump and I'll do my lower right leg. I'll do another pump and I'll do my upper right leg, and then another pump and I'll do my upper left leg. So I'll just go through each body part, and then I'll do another one for my stomach, another one for my chest, another one for this arm, and another one for that arm, and then I do 2 on my back, so one on my upper back and one on my lower back. So that's how I kind of divide it. I go round with circular motions, basically as if you were buffing in foundation, just like that with the mitt, and I make sure that I spend a good amount of time buffing it all in to try and get no streaks. Sometimes you do just come off with little patches that you've missed, or you like on your hands, for example. Sometimes my hands have little lines on them and stuff where I've washed them and the tan has come off, and to be honest, that's just par for the course when you use fake tan. And honestly, after the first day you really can't notice the streaks because it's already starting to fade a little bit, so you don't really notice it. That is the body tan that I use. Now for my face, I only bought this last week. Don't use this as a real indicator of how much you use, because I dropped it the first time that I opened it and it spilled everywhere. So you only need like 2 to 3 drops of this for your whole face. This is the Tropez Self Tan Luxe Facial Oil. I got this because I was sick of having a white face and a tan body, and I want to tan when I'm on a holiday, as I said, and I don't want to wear makeup when I'm on holiday. So if I'm not wearing a darker foundation, it looks really stupid because I just have a really white face and like this colour body. So I got this to hopefully try to bring a little bit of colour to my face without breaking me out. So the first time I got this, I applied it just as it says on the bottle. I didn't put any moisturiser on. I literally just put this on, patted the oil into my face and left it overnight, and I woke up an orange blotchy mess. Don't do that, kids. Unless you're a bit darker, then I think you could get away with it. For pale people, it's really orange if you use it on its own. The way that I have really been enjoying using this is I take my moisturiser on the back of my hand, my normal night moisturiser. I'll take 3 drops of this, mix it in on my hand with my fingers, and then apply it to my face and rub it all over my face. And I wake up with just a really healthy glow to my skin. It's not like as drastic as something like this. So for example, I used it one night. It is a gradual tanner, so there's a slight glow when I wake up, but I hadn't used it for a few days, and last night was obviously the first time using it after that kind of little break. There was a slight kind of warm glow to my face, but it's nothing as drastic as this. So what I'll do is I'll use it again tonight, and then tomorrow it will be more close to my body colour. So it's one of those things that you do have to kind of either use every night or at least every other night. As I say, I had 2 days off and it had completely gone. Now, bearing in mind I do wash my face twice a day, like quite intensely with double cleansing. So that's obviously gonna make the tan wash off faster. But in general, I'm really impressed with this. It hasn't broken me out severely. I have got a couple of spots, but I'm not sure if they're hormonal. So that is my tanning routine. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and you can see more videos just like this. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and leave your comments down below with what fake tans you like to use, and I will see you next time. Bye.